Hey man, I want to tell you a quick story about a man who is going to die alone with no one around him, no one to take care of him, no one looking after him, no one to give him love, no one to have any memories with, and it's the saddest story you've ever heard. Do you know who it is? It's you. So it's Sunday morning and I'm just taking my girls for a little bit of an adventure, and we've just popped in the car, and I've been thinking a little bit about some videos that I've been seeing online lately that are really disturbing. And I've been seeing a trend of men posting online videos of them being proud of and promoting living a single alone life. So going out to restaurants alone, doing experiences alone, going to the fair alone, and doing these things that are traditionally done with people. What's really silly about this is that they're then posting the video on TikTok so that they can get attention from thousands of random strangers. Like, the whole thing's just a massive contradiction. If you're the type of guy that thinks that living a single life is actually something to be proud of, then we've got to have a bit of a chat, you and I. We've got to sit down and have a bit of a coffee. Because you're a social creature, bro. I'm a social creature. We're both social creatures. Living a life alone is not what's going to make you happy and fulfilled. Do you want to die with a tombstone that said couldn't be bothered to work out how to make friends and how to meet women? Like, what are you actually doing? The amount of effort that you're going to stay single and make videos of yourself going out on your own. Like, there's nothing worse than going out on your own to dinner. It's a horrible experience, right? You sit there and all you do is you eat dinner by yourself. You've got no one to talk to. You've got no one to have a conversation with. You've got no one to talk about what's going good in your life, what's going bad in your life. You've got no one to sort out problems with. It's a nightmare, man. You guys are out there sitting on TikTok going, this is amazing. Like, yeah, single life, alone, do everything alone, live life alone, do all these experiences alone. No. What is it that makes you think that it's so difficult to meet people? What is the obstacle that you are encountering in making new friends that you want to hang out with and have experiences together, or meeting women that you might want to date or get into a relationship with? What's the actual obstacle that you're facing? I challenge you to drop it in the comments below. What is the one thing that is in the way of you creating a life for yourself that is fulfilling with your relationships, both platonic and intimate? You're going to have massive regrets. You're going to look back on this in 5 years, 10 years, and you are going to absolutely wish that you had just done a little bit of work in working it out, and you could have had all the fun and enjoyment and fulfillment that you ever dreamed of. But instead, you're choosing what seems to you right now to be the easy path. You're choosing what seems to be the easy path because you're actually running away from the discomfort of having to face what it is that you have to face within yourself, the skills that you have to learn, the deficiencies that you've had, the ego stories that you've told yourself about, why you don't deserve love, or why you shouldn't be someone that can have an amazing social life and love life. You've got to face all of that, and the discomfort of that means that you run away and you take the easy path and you start posting videos about how amazing it is to live a life all alone, when really it's not. And you know that deep down inside, man, you know that is absolutely not a fun life, okay? Sure, Frenchie here just said she likes going out for a meal every now and again on her own, right? She goes out for a dinner so that she can reflect, but she certainly doesn't record it and put it on TikTok for attention, right? She's doing it because she genuinely wants to go out and just enjoy a nice meal on her own and mull over some kind of thing that's going on for her, right? Without anyone interfering in that. That's okay. But to create a life of aloneness and then promote it and then try and tell the world how amazing it is, that's extremely disingenuous, and you know deep down that it's not true. You know that it's not real. There's nothing real about that. All that is an escape. All that is an excuse, and all that is a weakness that you're not willing to face yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I need to work on this. I need to put some effort into this so that I can actually have what it was that I always wanted, and not pretend that this life that I've been forced into through my own negligence and my own inability to face myself and do the work, this life that I've been forced into, to pretend that that's the life that I want. Because that's a lie. That's a lie to yourself, and it's a lie to the world. And the fact that you have to put it all on social media and make big videos about it and promote it to the world and send it out there and be like, this is amazing. You're like, that's just reinforcing the lie. That all you're doing is lying to the world, lying to yourself, lying to everyone. It's the biggest lie in history. It's a lie. It's not true. What I suggest you do, start taking a look in the mirror at who you are as a man and what it is that you need to do in order to start creating the type of relationships that you always wanted, and move away from this promotion of living alone, on your own, isolation. It's like we're back in COVID times. I want you to just imagine for a second what it would feel like to be 70 years old, living alone. Maybe you've got heaps of money, right? Maybe you can afford to pay someone to take care of you and do your washing and stuff like that, but really they're only there for the money, right? You're 70 years old, you live alone, maybe you've got no money, right? And you're living on a pension because you got injured in the next 5 years. You spent this time fooling yourself and lying to yourself that living a life in isolation and living alone and not developing your relationships and not developing your relationship skills and your ability to relate to other people, especially women, in an intimate relationship where you can develop deeper and deeper connection and get to know each other and understand who each other are and work through problems together and work through life together and then go and share amazing experiences together, like travel and dinners and all this kind of stuff. But imagine that you're 70 years old or 80 years old and you're lying there sick, dying, maybe you've got cancer, and there's no one. There's no one. No wife, no girlfriend, no people around you that are coming to spend any time with you, and you're just sitting there looking at the ceiling in the nursing home or the hospital, dying alone. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Because if you keep being this man that keeps lying to yourself and lying to the world that doing everything alone is awesome and it's amazing and that's what you've got to do and that's the best life possible, and I ain't here, I'm just focusing on myself and I'm just here in a life for me and no one else and I'm just doing everything alone and woohoo! Man, that's where you're headed for. And it's a sad, sad story. And what's even sadder about all of this is that it's actually not that hard. Like, if you can go to university and get a degree and then get a job and then get a career and earn money, like, being good at relationships and being good at meeting new people, meeting women, meeting other dudes, making friends, creating a social life, like, it's easier. Really, like, it takes less time. There's just a few small things that you've got to do, a few small tweaks that you've got to make to your beliefs, to your identities, to your understanding, to your knowledge, and develop some skills, particularly communication skills, and particularly around being able to reflect inward and look at who you are as a man and not project everything outward. But once you master all of this and you master your communication skills, then it's easy, right? It's actually really easy. And that's what makes this really sad, is that you would rather spend 10 years making TikTok videos of you going out to dinner alone, rather than invest that time and energy in actually just facing yourself and saying, hey, I can fix this, and into putting the effort in and doing the work, I can create an amazing life for myself that has loving, supportive, fulfilling relationships in it. So if you're one of the 2 or 3% of guys that isn't a victim and isn't the type of guy that just rolls over and gives up and quits on life, and you're one of the 2% or 3% of men that doesn't just go, oh, it's too hard, I don't want to do it, then what I'd love for you to do is show us that you're out there, man. Show us that you're there, ready to win at life. Give this video a like. If you're interested in finding out how I might be able to help you with the area of women dating and relationships, then just drop a comment, mastermind, and I'll reach out personally in the DMs. We'll start a conversation and I'll see if there's something that I might be able to help you with. Peace, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.